Okay, if you look real closely, between all the junk up there on the front wall, there is a little green light. Maybe you can see it above the, there you go. Now can you see it? Right in the middle of the car. And it's got that little, sitting on a little yellow box. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Oh, see, it turned yellow. Okay, so I'm in the danger zone, or I wanted it to be, well, we'll talk about it later. So here, oh, now it's red. Okay, let me check, see where we're at. Yes, so I can tell by looking at I've got to cross over that line, the garage door line. So right there, it has turned red, so it told me that I'm in a safe place to park. Let's turn the car off. Okay, so this is, have to do a fly around here real quick. Okay, so you see the little, why are my fingers in the way? You see on the front of the box, that's the sonar. So the emitter and receiver, and I got my little LED, and I was showing you in the rearview mirror that I've got to be, according to that rear view parking sensor, the red line has to be, I have to be past this line here for the garage door to have enough room to shut. So ignore all the garbage I've collected. So now I've got me a little parking sensor there. I can tell when I've reached the closest without running into the crap in the front of the garage. So we'll explore more of that. Okay, the absolute coolest thing about this project is it's done on a Nano. And I have quite a few of these things that, well, once I found out about IoT, then it was no going back. But since I don't need any remote information from that device, I decided I could put it on a Nano. So here is the actual circuit diagram. You see the, what is with my fat fingers today? You see the sensor is a HC SR04 ultrasonic sensor. It's got an echo and a trigger, and that goes to 9 and 10, and then the three lights, D6, D5, and D4, go to the tricolor LED that I have here. And this is an anode, what am I trying to say? Common anode. And you see I got the 5 volts reset ground. I don't know why I have the reset written down there. Anyway, because, and then my code up here, which I didn't put on a screen capture, and I hope you can read it. You can see how I've got my pinouts, and they are not like I have them on the schematic, because that's another story. So this is all this. I believe I got all this from, no, it just says Create Arduino Project Hub, and there is the link to getting started with the HCSR04 ultrasonic sensor by Isaac. So anyway, there's the pinouts, and I just had to add the LEDs because we use the speed of sound, duration, and distance. I added all this because you'll see here in a minute we go through the setup, and in the loop okay, you see you write the trigger low for 2 seconds, and then you write the trigger high for 10 seconds, and then write it back low. And the point being is it just pulses it. And this is the pulse in. This is the time it takes, the round trip time. And you have it in centimeters, and then convert it to inches. And then if my distance is less than 17 inches, Then I turn on the red light, and if it is less than 30 inches but greater than 17 inches, then I turn on the yellow light, which is a combination of a combination of red and green, and then or red and green, and if it's anything besides this, then it's going to be green, because that should be greater than any of these. It should be. Okay. Because when you enter the garage, you want it to be green. And down here is just the serial prints out and a delay to be able to read the darn serial prints when they go out. Now, the funny thing is, once I soldered this thing up, it didn't work. And I was like, oh my God. I got to resolder everything. And then, dipsy doodle, yep, I realized I left the connection. I used a cable to plug it into the wall to power it, because I wanted to be able to reprogram it if I needed to. Well, there you go. I just had to switch the trigger and the echo pin because I had them backwards. And I didn't have the lights correct, so I had to redo the lights. And you can see I got 4 and 5 backwards, whichever color they were. So that's the reason it all looks right outside and is goofy compared to my pinout here and what actually worked. So there you go. That's everything. You can build your own. And it may be overkill. I could have done it with a tennis ball, right? But what are we supposed to do? Anyway, that was the project. Thanks for watching. And this is a sneak peek of the next project using the sensor. This is going to be the indoor. It's a garage door open sensor, and it'll use the sensor out in the garage and then use Wi-Fi to put the information here on the screen and tell you if your garage door is open or not. And this is just the I gotta go potty baby kids dancing, or just dancing Goombie something. Anyway, that's the next project.